Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lies official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady told Marlena in Horton Town Square that he felt Kristen was responsible for Rachel's disappearance. Marlena offered to communicate with Kristen on Brady's behalf. Brady granted Marlena's request. Marlena departed after they hugged. Kristen was astonished to see Lonnie when she opened the door to the Dimmerer mansion. The two pals hugged each other. Kristen expressed her sympathies to Lonnie on the death of Abe. Kristen seemed to be concerned about Rachel, but Lonnie immediately realized she was lying. Lonnie counseled Kristen to legally enjoy time with Rachel and pushed her to tell Brady where Rachel was. Lonnie urged Kristen to do the right thing since Brady was as important to Rachel as Eli was to Jules and Carver. Lonnie and Kristen said they loved each other before she departed. Kristen expressed her gratitude to Lonnie, who assured that the two friends will see each other again soon. Kristen was taken aback when Marlena emerged from the wine cellar a few hours later. Marlena insisted that Kristen reveal Rachel's location. Kristen stated that even if she knew where Rachel was, she would not give it up for free. "I would need something in return," Kristen continued. John paid a visit to Steve and Kayla's home before Abe's funeral. John revealed to Steve that he had had a dream about Abe. John admitted to having had the same dream 2 nights in a row. "I'm going to say something a little out there. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it was more than a dream," John stated. John wondered if his dream had been a foreshadowing, and he compared Abe's death to when the two men thought Marlena, Kayla, and Kate had perished. There were too many unresolved questions surrounding Abe's disappearance, according to John. Steve agreed, and they decided to reopen their inquiry. Steve and John then examined Whitley's initial police statement. John stated that he believed someone had removed Abe from the hospital and that the individual knew where the hospital's cameras were. Whitley was praised by Steve as a model employee. John considered it odd that Whitley had complained of being sick on the day Abe went missing, and he was amazed because Whitley hadn't missed a day of work in 15 years until her ex-husband died. A knock came at the door for John and Steve. Channel's door was opened by Steve. When Channel revealed that Whitley had come by Abe and Paulina's penthouse to offer her sympathies to Paulina, Steve and John were taken aback. Channel stated that Whitley worked on Abe's mayoral campaign and that Whitley was present for Abe and Paulina's Juneteenth wedding a year before. After Channel left, Steve and John agreed to investigate Whitley more. Theo practiced his eulogy at Abe's funeral in front of Paulina in Abe and Paulina's penthouse. Theo gave a moving speech in which he lauded Abe and Paulina's marriage. With Abe gone, Theo promised to look after Paulina. Paulina sobbed and pledged that she and Theo would look after each other. After Abe's funeral service, Theo, Channel, and Lonnie consoled Paulina in the park. Paulina was perplexed as to why Whitley had not attended the burial. Theo mentioned Jerry, and he stated that Jerry had expressed regret for not saving Abe. Lonnie was left alone in the park when Theo, Paulina, and Channel all left. Lonnie recalled Jerry's apologies to her and Theo near the site of Abe's claimed death while sitting on a park bench. Lonnie rose up and exited the park. Abe reiterated at Whitley's house that Whitley was not Paulina. Whitley stood up and injected Abe again against his will. Whitley answered the door to Jerry, who was surprised to discover Abe comatose. Jerry stated in the hallway that he was reconsidering his participation in Whitley's scheme. Whitley raged at Jerry and claimed she was leaving Salem to take Abe somewhere far away. Whitley also offered Jerry money to leave town, and she promised to contact him later. Abe insisted that Jerry was not his son when they returned home. Whitley stated that she had to leave and promised that when she returned, she and Abe would begin a new life together. Ada watched another episode of Body and Soul after Whitley departed. When Abe saw Jerry on the screen, he said that Jerry wasn't Theo. Later at Salem University Hospital, Steve called John and said he'd talked to Whitley, who had overheard Steve mention her name. Whitley inquired as to why Steve desired to speak with her. Steve added that he had been Abby's close buddy, and he remembered Channel telling him that Whitley had worked on Abby's mayoral campaign. Whitley became agitated and frustrated by Steve's questioning, and she stated that she needed to speak with Kayla. Steve was taken aback when Whitley announced her intention to resign. At the same time, Jerry was packing in an unknown apartment when he heard a knock at the door. Jerry opened the door to Lonnie, who was grinning at him. Abby proceeded to watch Body and Soul at Whitley's residence. When a man appeared on screen, Aid was taken aback. Aid was the man on the TV. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.